Hello everyone, this is your Curia Fantastic Roots, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. Welcome back to Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Okay, so yeah, kind of been finding a point where we're probably going to move on to a next stage. Now we've got most of the alchemy down. I may off screen take a few minutes here and there to try to fill those alchemical lists out that I can, and that's going to leave a few spots I'll have to attack. And then, yeah, I think the Book of Hours stuff is starting to drop into the game here, so we'll keep an eye out that, because I was hoping we could activate the DLC, and thus it would come in at the appropriate time for the next series, and not just out in the middle of stuff. But this is Kennedy. If you remember, he ruined my Exile runs because he kept updating his game in time. Man does not understand the concept of beta. Anyways, let's go on. And we are back from another fine day at Hush House. Okay, so first of all, let's deal with the event. Apparently, they want to try to sell us something called the Road to Janus, which is going to be a level 18, which we can actually do, I think. The Liminian Bizarre Gash makes a series of prophecies regarding the initiates of the House of Silence, the Obliviates, by the way. Those are the longs that will not serve the hours and thus hide themselves. Thus, obliviate, oblivion. They are to hide themselves, to be nothing, I guess. Anyways, it's from the Dawn's Age, which is prior to the 599 AD. Wow. Alright, so door and wall, and of course it's going to cost us a pretty penny, all 5 of a golden spintra. Now, let's see if we can combine these two. Oh, bloody hell. I was kind of hoping to be able to keep that penny, but it does allow us to do that, because I believe that's a full 5. Yep. Yeah, we're actually, it's amazing how quickly you can spend money now, isn't it? Because that's all our spintra for that book, which means we are once again dry on metaphysical currency, because I just have a book addiction I can't get rid of. Even, it doesn't matter how many you have, it's just, you need more. I'm not addicted. I could stop anytime. No, I couldn't, actually. I'll admit that I'm addicted. Let's see. Now, in order to do so, we should probably consider starting up our cataloging, the Dawn book, the Dawn period book. So yeah, we still have a bunch of these, and you still have 3 slots that are open at the moment in our shelves. So we might as well just, start clearing these, because we are going to attempt to, well, actually, if I recall properly, also one of the things we have to do today is replace Uzalt. Now, I was suggested that I should start, looking at the inks for additional lore, as well as trying to find the couch that somebody died on, which is a little weird, but I can work with this. I mean, is there... Yeah, that's a bed. There's a couple of couches here. There's one over here in Christopher's Tower, the russet couch. And there's the one I have in the office, but I think I've already looked at that one. I'll give it a try if I don't see anything. And Lady Eva de Wolf's sea green sofa, which ironically does not actually start in this room, but it fits the decor so perfectly that I moved it and moved the chalet, or whatever the hell we want to call it. Also, there's this one. The Lingering Repose. Alright, so yeah, basically for the next few episodes, we're going to try to do a couch a day. Alright, and need the Uzalt. The Uzalt, we're going to need another one of these. The Xanathok Essence. Oops, that's not how it works. I think it goes in here. Okay, so we do this, we grab the Elegant Sun. We have to look at that at some point to figure out why the hell it's so effective. The skill we're going to need... I think I can get away with doing this with a single list, but let's find out. So that's 9. Skill we need... Is it this one? That's not his ult. On the other hand, it would be kind of interesting to see what the hell this is. Probably it is his ult. Right now we have 13. The reason I was doing just the one is that we have Sunny. It's not Xanathok Essen. Oh. We need the board to discover. Anyways, let's pull this one out. We will... There we go. The Inks of Revelation makes it pretty easy. On the other hand, do we want to, try to see if we can find one of the other ones that match? Does Disciplines of the Scar match? Doesn't, actually. On the other hand, it's only a 14, so what if we pull this out, put in Wisp +1? Also not it. We have an untapped... Tier 3 Lantern product. Let's see what else we can find. Glaciers. that's the result. Excellent to know. Also produces Cucurbit Prison, which is going to be necessary for the rose-based inks. Deep and Dark does not produce anything because it's all right. So this one, well, I got Xanathark Essence, which is great. What would be the other tier 2 product we have? Then we'll tackle that later. Right now, let's just get this stuff done. All right, Sacra Solus Invicti does actually produce Exalt, which is good. Kind of overlook Lantern because it's like the one I take for granted. There you go. Let's get the Assault going. Of course, that also means that we need to replace the ink. Now, I have like so much beach sand that screw it. Let's see if we can actually make it with the beach sand today. Alright. Now, the solution obviously will allow us to have water or fuel. Liquid or fuel. I think. How do we usually do this? Does this... Alright, let's grab this. Let's grab... Yeah, it does produce Xanathark Essence if I can produce enough. So, alright, we need 3, apparently. Well, the thing is, I can actually just toss this here. Use the big one. Make that an 8, burn something for a memory, and then use coffee. So let's go burn some granite, because God knows I've got so much of that stuff. Alright, let's, actually, I have more jade than granite here at the moment. Do I have any over here? Yeah, alright, so... Let's grab this. Let's toss her in the fire. It's, like I said, Hush Hush is magical. You can burn stone. Alright, so that'll be done. Alright, we also need to go talk to our good friend Timothy. Look, I'm using his actual name now. We're so much better off. Well, he is my acolyte. I do want to reward good behavior. So, let's get you started. Because you are going to clean out you're going to clean out my attic. This is the attic I'm talking about, by the way. We're going to go find out what the hell happened that caused this place to get metaphysically nuked. That's happening today. So, what else do we want to do? We're going to need to keep this one clear for Timothy. I think we've got all of our, yeah. I mean, the thing is, we can decide which of these do we want to upgrade. Like Edict's Liminal. What will that produce? Let's see, it's moth, so we can toss it in here. Edict's Liminal has a moth aspect. It will, and if we toss in one of our, there we go, Tanglebrag, Name Day Riddle, Glassfinger Toxin, and we do not, however, have the number 2. Now, I'm wondering, do toss this one in, we get another 3, that's 10 right off the bat. Let's get that fairy honey. Now, I can't replace it easily, unfortunately, so I'm not going to make anything with it as of yet. But, problem is I don't think we have any remains or a flower that produces that. The only flower we've got with, actually, this one, Molly. Ooh, it's not a flower, though. I forgot. It's considered a consumable. It's not going to work. And this one's only got 1. Right. So, yeah. I'll have to figure this out later, I guess. We'll figure it out. Anyways. But, do we have any others I want to consider? Inks of Revelation. Now, the Inks of Revelation, let's see, if I were to, for example, go back running in this direction. Inks of Revelation. We know that we have Moth Gold, Ashmeal. Ashmeal. 7 memory. 10. We don't have a 5 matter, though, unfortunately. But yeah. That would be, the thing is, it's logical, but I've already have an easier way to make Ashmeal. Cucurbit also have more of. What else can we do? It just amazes me there's no actual moth in the moth-based skill. Alright, let's see what else we got. Emergencies and reemergences. Huh. Oh, I can hatch more grubs with this one. Not quite sure that's the one I want to do. Right to the roots. Lethe. How do I usually produce Lethe? Is it this? So not big. Well, the other one besides Lethe is Sacrum Alchylate, Yoga Ink, and... Actually, Lethe, we don't actually know this one. That's the eyeless thing, isn't it? Alright, alright. Oh, the name day riddle. So that's this one. We don't know what the other ones are. So it's not a super... I don't know, not the most thrilling thing I'm doing right now. I'm just thinking. The problem with games that are strategy, they require enormous amounts of thought. This is a Skin Shock Mead, which would actually be easier to produce. I have a theory. Can you produce this with the regular honey if you have high enough? Alright, so what we'll do, since we've got emergencies and resurgences here, is we're going to upgrade this one, which means we need 3 skills, 3 memories, I mean, with a moth attached to it. Now, obviously we can burn both Hiveless Ment's relatively easy to get, too. Well, first of all, we've got a penny left. We know exactly what we're doing here. That will produce 1. The question is, Curious Hunch and Hive's Lament. Curious Hunch is easy enough to produce using the same sort of technique. Hive's Lament, we just need to talk to the bug and feed it honey, which, speaking of which, I forgot, we definitely need to upgrade. We need to get more wax. So, without further ado, get that knocked out. Alright, and of course, we've got to do our usual chore. There you go. Our chores. That was terrible. Anyways, what else do we want to collect today? Thinking at the end of this episode, we will do a new fet, because it seems to be becoming more useful. As well as we can use it for gathering. It's the second most common besides heart to do gathering. But, speaking of which, we need more moth orchid, I think, for this. So we're definitely going to have to get some. For that, we need this, and we need these thorns. Hit it. That also means, however, oh bloody hell, I just used the one that we create candles with, but it's not really important. I can borrow a candle from the goddess as long as I return it. She's not going to be too upset. We also have the capacity to produce, let's see, what else do we have? What other skills produce candles? Disglazery? That's it? Are you serious? No, transformations, liberations will do it too, which is exactly what we need. Excellent. So, let's grab over here at the dispensary. Grab what this. We'll grab transformations, liberations. We will grab beeswax. Get down there. Grab. You'll grab the flower. Alright. There we go. That will be necessary for Timothy. Now, see what else we want to get done today. Oh, we have to do our usual job, but I think actually we'll need Shap today. Let's get a low-level Faust going. So we can spend some money. Now, do we want to grab another one of the books to avoid using one of the heavy ones here? I mean, which ones have which ones have moth in them? Not one of the ones I've been keeping track of, most of, unfortunately. I mean, impulses we're going to generate for the penny, so that takes out TN1 here. Traveling by night 1. That's not it. This is... May just have to go with these for now, and I can look these up later. Maybe using these two here for now, and, you know, we'll be fine. We'll be utterly fine. So, in order to do that, we're going to need... Can we do that right away? Now, once we get this back, we can. Alright, so, hit it. Doing less reading lately. Well, except for the cataloging part. Like I said, we kind of slowed down with that sort of thing, simply because we're trying to do... Alright, there we go. Timothy. Memory. Memory. Alright, so, let's run over here to the... Grab some beach sand. So you can use that stuff up. Finally. Memory. Faust. And let's see. Glaze race. There you go. No. Dirty lens plus coffee. Forgot to make coffee. Ugh. Silly me. It's half pot, so it doesn't really matter. Victorous? No. Vitreous. Wait, that's what I wanted, isn't it? No, Ichoric... No, we don't want Ichoric Victorous. We want... Ugh. I'm gonna forget which one I want here. It's Inks of Revelation. It's not Victorous. We want... Vitreous. Is it vitreous? My brain is malfunctioning, isn't it? It's always bad. I need a new patch. No, Xanathotic Essence is what we want. So, why am I having such difficulties remembering these things? Purifications, Exaltations. There we go. Hit it. Turn coffee and beach sand into liquid sunlight for me, would you? Alright. Timothy, we need to discuss some things. First of all, you're borrowing one of my vortex manipulators again, because I require a 14. Therefore, yeah, okay, we'll need to make a new one eventually. Oops, nope. Timothy goes in. You know, if you've used this before and you're actually sober at the moment, which is a better sign, really. Forgot about that one. Beguiling Memory is not one we can use right now, but hey, we'll work with it. I don't know why I've got Big Bang stuck on my head. Yeah, I used to be a band geek when I was in high school. I forgot about that. That was the one song we tend to get. Those Who Do Not Sleep, the Mystic Brodock, discusses the origin of the Sister and Witch and the Thunderskin, which is ironically what I'm writing about for Hush House Lecture 3 as we're talking right now. Of course it is. Alright, so let's get this into the 12 zone, as I like to call it. Is that this? Yep. Alright, can it fit in here? If not, it's going to have to fit here. Yep. And of course there's no sickness to it, so we're good there. Alright, collect. Also, we should consider which... We've already drained 3... things. We should consider which one we're sending to bed. Do we need metal or shapt more? Probably shapt. Let's get that going. Alright then. Alright, so. And now we can increase solutions and separations. You have to use a heavy tryst, unfortunately, because the alternative is to use a shapt. Well, actually, yeah, we'll need that shapt in a moment, so it's not a huge issue anyways. There we go. Slowly but surely. Speaking of which, we should now go grab one of our bugs. Oh god, we need to do some feeding. Serious feeding here. Fortunately, we've got the stuff to do it with. So should I get some wood today? I don't have plans for FET, so I guess we can toss even it's a FET +1, which is one of the reasons why I need a second one. Let's just get that knocked out. Don't have to be on the nose. We're kind of more of a laid-back mode at the moment. There you go. Timothy, you're up to a 7. No, up to a 7. Excellent. Let's make it a 9. Also, we should stare at a couch shortly. One couch at a time. I'm starting with Eva's first because it's just the most luxurious. Money, always good. There's our candle for you. Like a little detail, it won't light unless we set it down. Alright, and let's see, let's grab Eva's couch. So which skill should we bring back up? Honestly, of all of these, this is probably the most logical. Also, I might get a penny out of this one, which is good, because we need to rebuild one of our skills there. Music's getting to me. Next, 9. A couple ways I can do this. I should be able to get back, Curious Hunch in time. I just need, of course, to use that penny in a minute. It's a little bit rough, but it is possible. Also, alternate ways, I can just give him the sacrament, which is going to be more than enough. Because I was going to use this, it's going to bring him up to... Yeah, let's just continue the process here. I think we can get this done. If not, we just make a minor loss here. That'll bring up to 11. I just heard a crow, and I was like, okay, it's in the real world, right? Yeah, I think it is. Alright. First things first, let's grab the moth orchid to replace what we're using, some water to replace what we're using, some honey. Oh well. I think actually I'll take a second shot at this, just so that we can cover our bases when it comes to it. There you go. If we can cycle it faster, we can actually get more than the 2... Not here. We can actually get more of the 2... Whatever this. We can get more than the 2... Every time there's a stack of cards, there's 2 beeswax in it. If we can actually cycle the stack within one season, we can actually get that reset and possibly get more than the 2 in a season. It's risky. I mean, not risky, but, you know, not guaranteed. So, yeah, it's a possibility. Let's get the moth orchid back in place. I'm going to put this to storage. So, God damn it. It's going to have to start using quartz for something. You know, I'd be selling it in the tourist shop, but I'm not allowed any visitors. You could imagine the tourist shop around here could produce. I mean, just don't touch the acetate. It will send you into the presence of a primordial goddess, and if you're not ready for that, it can end badly. Now, Alright, so first things first. Lord Franklin Brancroft, Magus, and Rake. Rake basically means a loose man, by the way. We're going to talk about loose women. Let's talk about loose men, too. It was a frequent visitor to Hutch House, and his name was often linked to Lady Evia's. Brancroft is a name I know from a bunch of places. He provoked scandal was Lubricious Economicon, thy throne Malachite. Remember, Malachite is also part of the Hush House Lecture 4, and frankly, the Synchronicity owns me in this game, so I'm just going with it. Dedicated as a very item of furniture. Lady Eva took this badly, withdrawing Bancroft's invitation to Christmas dinner, but relented in time for her spring ball on condition he attended entirely in green. Why is it a Malachite problem? Malachite is a mother goddess, but it's not the sexy one. Not Red Grail. I'll go into this in the Health House Lecture 4, but it's the green mother. In other words, the goddess, the mother of abundance, of growing, the mother from which nectar comes from. And like I said, I'll go into what that's about later. And basically he's comparing her to the, how to put this, the reliable woman. I think Eva likes to be considered scandalous, which would be right up the Red Grail. But Memory Touch, we probably won't be using that. But it's there. Alright, so it's not that one. Then it's 1 couch per day, people. Okay, and let's get the water served. Let's see. Okay, so in any case, what are we going to do after this point? In casual mode at the moment, basically. I like the fact we've got like this, and I'm not sure what the hell we could use it for. I mean, when you come right down to it, I haven't done any heavy exploration of forge skills. Not super heavy, like this one. Azoth, we figured that one out. Door and wall. Oh, wire oriclum. I'm betting you, by the way, that's going to be pretty easy. 11. We all know what we can do because we've got the fuel extraordinaire here. That's exactly what I thought would happen. That's off. Oh, open up again, damn it. That was unkind. Well, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not really accusing you of being unkind. Be nice to your computers. Interesting. But let's toss in the fuel, super fuel again. Periodic essence. Let's put the metal in and see what happens. Because I think it's probably uncomplicated. Yep, there we go. Azoth. Alright, so if you keep these two in, by the way, and just keep switching out the forge abilities, we probably will find that we've got them all figured out. Spices and savors, for example. Huh. That's a 16, but it's not iotic essence. Ooh, what are you? We will find you. We will find you. Oh, right. We have, like, more than enough of this stuff, however, so I'm not really that worried about it. We really should figure out what moth is. At some point. So yeah, we've got most of that. With one exception, we have to figure out what we can do with that one. That's probably going to be extremely interesting. I mean, also, at some point, we need to start experimenting with the goddess shrines, because they're, like, interesting combinations here. As you can see, tools. Ooh, can use tools there. Like this one can use sustenance all day long. I mean, it's also got the moth thing. So yeah, you got a lot to work with down here. A lot of experimentations to do. A lot of ourselves prostrating ourselves before the personifications of the Divine Mother. And of course, the fourth hidden one. Let's see. So do we want to use this metal to fill in that book? You know what? We're here. Might as well. Now, are we regenerating something in both of our slots? We are. Okay, so let's get this knocked out. Alright, and hold on. Now that's going to go back here. Alright, so, and there's this one. You're currently at a 11. Excellent. I believe what we need to do, let's see, 12. You're at 11, you need 3 more. And I think what we have left is food and drink. I don't think there's a lot of food. I mean, but we can wait for Curious Hunch, obviously. Yeah, wait. No, we're not using the good stuff on you. Can't use metal with you either. But drinkage we do have. That one right there. Okay, so I'll bring you up as well. The thing is, honestly, we don't need to give him anything at this point, except probably didn't even need a candle to drink 12. Yeah. Might have slightly done this number-wise. We could have been hitting some of the larger ones, but I honestly want to do this. So, want to get the tower out of the way. So, we'll need to get Curious Hunchback, which we will when we get the penny here. Then we'll create that. It's going to be... He might be doing this towards the evening, but we can live with that. I'm not sure what he can live with, but he's my acolyte, so he will do as I tell him to. Keep going. There you go. Why am I doing it this way? Because I need to... Come on. God damn it. How slow. Alright, there you are. I don't want to lose that penny by having combined with something else. Trist is up and going. Let's see what else we got. Ah, excellent. We got the ink. Shapt is back up and running. So, is there anything else that we want to do? Probably several things. Hey, if nothing else, we can get another look at a couch. Or we can look at use up one of the keys. Alright, so, right. Phosphorus, which one do I want to do here? Well, I'm going to have to replace Shapt based metal, so, I mean the Shapt based device, so you can get that one knocked out. We can, however, save money by only having that one done, since, we're not exactly in desperate straits, so, oh, and we will definitely finish this off, and get the water back in place. Let's get this one knocked out. Alright, now, let's go do our... Ooh, Sunhurst Course. Joel of the Bridge. We have Witchworms. A retired soldier and sometimes tollkeeper wrote this epic poem of Alexander's famously inexplicable decision to Isius, basically when he discovered the colonel's secret that the authority will always be challenged by rebels, to withdraw from the war from Achaemenids and his subsequent return to Macedonia, which he supposedly died, but I believe became the personification of the colonel. But, oh, so we need to feed our beasts, but we need to take care of that. Now I actually have... Ooh, we don't have a list. I only need 6. Yeah, I don't really need that much to help here. Okay, so let us grab this. We'll need one of the ones with witchworms that'll fit in here. Oh, God, so many things to keep track of. But just randomly find one with witchworm. It takes out infestations. Ah, resurgences. And will it fit? Will not. Will this one fit? Will not. Of course not. Hill and Hollow will fit. That's what we need. Trist, because we just need any herb, will fit. Trist will not fit. Shapt will not fit. Ah, gods. Need to find something that will fit winter and what I've got left here. It's obviously not going to be that one, but what else? Oh, or Moon. Moon would do it too. Eva's Desk might do it. Eva's Desk, we can use herb to power it. We can grab that. We can put the... But can we put any of the appropriate skills in? Yep, that one's got Grail. That one will do. This, then grab this book. This is at 6. So what we need is anything with, you know... Let me guess. Only the super stuff is going to work. Nope, nope, nope. We got a basic one down here. Excellent. Need to make more of that. The softest penumbra of Madrigal's light, invoked carefully through the white flower of the Watchman's Tree, which is one of the 3 powers of the Collaptor, one of the powers behind the Witch House, Hush House, and the Suppression Bureau, drives the witchworms to twitching death. There you go. Have fun, kids. Alright, it's a good thing to use the... Alright. Meanwhile, we're up here. We also need to get more of that black stuff. Now, I think that's rather easy to create. Hell, I can even use my favorite... This one. Alright. I can't, actually. I don't have the appropriate thing. It's this one? I need something with earth. Earth. Earthy, earthy, earthy. Do you have a desk with earth, I think? That one. Okay, if I recall properly, Shaft will go in there because it has an edge basis. So, yeah, we need some inkage. I'm curious. Ink's power does go in here. Prohibate. That's what we need. But we... I have thoughts. And speaking of which, I need that shaft for elsewhere. Duh. Let's, we'll need that shaft for elsewhere, so that's not going to work. What? You're actually going to need to regenerate something. That's, what's this one? That shaft. Okay. So that shaft will be used to heal the book. The shaft here will be used to generate, let's get that impulse done. Oh, wood. Alright, more Hawthorn Blank, which is okay. It's useful, we can use it. Also, we're starting to get a little space back here. Alright, it's not the wrong one. Silly me. There you go. Alright, so, grab this. Need to move a little faster, or we're gonna have to burn one of the, burn one of our activates, because I'm not wasting what we've done so far. Okay, so, meter, and let's go grab the key. There we are. Should probably put that closer. And there you go. Be with you in a moment, Jeremy. Just sit back. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's just generate some freaking random memories while we're waiting. Alright, speaking of which, what else do we have planned? Alright. Trist is about all we've got left at this point. This one will produce a replacement for... This one will be used to purify the book. That Trist doesn't really have an issue with that thing to do at the moment. I can use it for my couch search if I really wanted to. Fine, we'll try this one. Get in there. Oh my god, you can't fit it in there? It must have been something else. Alright, so the russet couch. Beginning our search for the funerary couch. Should have a winter aspect to results, shouldn't it? Hang on a second. If I recall properly, we need to make sure. Where did the infected book go? Fuck me with a chainsaw. Did I lose track of it? That could be bad. That could be very bad. Sigh. I'm sure we'll find it at some point. Did Christopher Inlepi really have stolen this from a first-class waiting room? Or did he really bribe a bishop to keep the matter quiet? Really? It's a little weird. That's not helpful, however. It's not one of the couch we're looking for. This is not the couch you were looking for. Anyways. Still waiting on that one. Should I regenerate something? No, we got beguiling memory. We got like a lot of stuff just sticking around here. Memory touch, memory sight. What can I say? It's a little crazy. God. Curious, is there a... Oh, there is one. That one. How would you do that anyways? You would need lantern and moth abilities. And I don't think we... Well, we got that one. Theory we could do it. I need soul fragment again. But hit it. There you go. So many odd things I have planned. Ah, excellent. Put that away in a bit. That's not what I wanted. Damn it. Did it again. I did it again, and it's all my damn fault. Alright, that is like... Also, we're going to break the change. Ah, gods. Do not believe I did that. Alright. Memory fear. Great. Supercharged in memories. Speaking of which, I did have a plan, didn't I? But, yes, that's what we need to replace what we have. We need another one at some point. So, let's get that back up here. Alright, cool. And, way too much sand. Anyways, let's go. Now we're waiting on our recharge. And there we go. Oh, I already fixed it. Never mind. Completely forgot I'd done that. Let's put the books away. It's not actually a difficult book to hit either. Okay, so under remains, yeah, we've got way too much Witchworm here. There you go. Isn't that good? Alright, let's get these books put in place. Yeah, it's going to be up here. So, oops, that's not... Oh, ooh, actually messed myself up here. Alright, we can definitely work with this, however. Put this here. Ink. Yep. As an 8, that goes there. But I was wrong about this slot, wasn't I? It's also an 18, which means to go over here. Oh well, I'll have to read something tomorrow. Horrors. Gods. Now, I'm not sure what I'm doing with the shaft, because I actually did get the book done. Gods. Oh my god. Are we reading a book? Are we just going to read a book to make the space? Probably. Alright, so... Cheapest one we got is On Imperfections. Poander, Lightsmith, and Lantern Long. Describes a process of transhabitation and manifestation of imperfection, which, you know, is reality. 2. And how quickly can we get this to the place we want it to be? Skill-wise, the one we need to use is... kind of funny, it works out that way, but 7. We don't, I think, have an appropriate Diademus, which isn't really that difficult for me to create anyways. Or we can try to see if we've got... What do we have over here for inks? That we have Ashmiel, which is actually easy as hell for me to create. There you go. More than enough. So, let's get that one knocked out. Because I need room. Alright, so let's get the books sorted here. Yeah, I'm just... The books have become less of a absolute necessity, more of a luxury at this point. Okay, so you have 16, so let's get you up here. Come on. This goes here. And this goes... Where does it go? It would fit, however, if it could fit. Are you honestly telling me I have to read a second book? Oh god, don't torture me like this. The bed. I think the bed can produce something of interest. Question is how quickly. Well, I don't really care, as we'll probably be using this in order to feed one of our animals. Alright. Which is relatively quick. But I'm not going to try to speed read all the books at once. So, yeah. We're going to... Like I said, I'm not too terribly concerned about Numa. If I have no more than 2 lessons available at a time, there you go. Alright, Timothy, we actually do have a plan for you today. Didn't need to talk to you about your absolute worst fears. Well, I suppose it makes sense. I've completely broken his faith at this point. Figures that he'd be a little upset. Okay, which one's this again? Right. There's that penny. We'll need that in a bit. Now, let's see. I think I can actually do something else here. Let's get health regen, because I want to use it to create... Well, technically I can use anything at this point. In fact, alright, so first of all, let's talk about what we were going to do before. Faustin, memory sight. Which ones we got? Now, I can use either... This one's actually... There we go. Yes, that means we'll be doing some more stuffage. Anyways, we'll need that in order to do so. So after dust kits, we'll put that into bed. We'll be using the 2 sky tomorrow in order to regenerate new material. And we will continue forward. Let's see. Always more, always more. There you are. 15. Easy enough. So, let's get you where I want you. Not like that. I know you're scared, but get in there. I don't know where his fears are coming from. Me. Oh, gods. You can just sit there. tomorrow we're going to do a lot of recovery when it comes to the persistent memories. Oh, that means we've reached the next level on the book. Lantern Long lack bodies, and so cannot leave the mansis, but they can steady glint in the physical world by establishing a road of glass. Poander notes the disgust that the Order of Long called obliviates, referring to it as scrying, which he considers a debased term. Okay, so that explains, by the way, how Teresa gets summoned in Cultist Simulator, because she's definitely perverse when it comes to the Lantern Long, assuming we're not playing her. Alright. Alright, so... right. What did I have planned for that? Anyways, there we go. Actually managed to use Timothy's memory for something useful. He's far better than people give him credit for, once he's properly trained. Wick's waking. I've discovered the source of the fire that ravaged Hush House. That's my achievement. You... Mother... Yeah, we all expected this, didn't we? We knew it was his torture machine that was going to do so. Coller's is a monster. Crucible Tower, interview lab. This is where he does his torture. Interview laboratory. When a prisoner resisted all other interventions, torture, motherfucker, Collars would bring them here to test and refine their worth. His successes might be transferred to Zurich or turned over to the Legion du Schal to earn their humanity, or even at least once released, but his successes were not numerous. Of course not, because torture doesn't actually work, by the way. It doesn't. Interrogation methods are actually easier to do as light interrogations, in which you convince the person that it's in their best interest to work with you. Again, I've read the U.S. Army Manual for Interrogation, the old one, by the way, from the 1950s. I don't think the enhanced interrogations that they do now actually are effective, except in making more enemies. But anyways, you convince them that they're in their best interest to help you. You don't want to hurt them. You just want results, because only a sadist wants torture. And if you're a sadist, there's easier ways to get your needs met than this. After all, the masochists do exist. Anyways, here at last is where the fire began and where it ended. When the power below the prison was released, he came here to interview Collars. Perhaps it intended to put him in his own device, but it seems there was not nearly left of him to do that. So whoever's ever in the basement is what killed him. And frankly, I have absolutely no problems with that. Ooh, you notice that. Now, the reason why there's all these liquids, by the way, in the heart is because this is when he had a failure, he dissected them. See, remains, labhrites, all of these are remains. Except the black sapphire wash, I'm not sure how that plays in. But yeah. Yep, and we have access to it as well. It's incredibly useful. It's absolutely horrific. I mean, we knew this. We knew Collars was up to no good. We know that, you know, like the Nazis, he may consider himself cultured by putting on and making art. But Jesus fucking Christ, man, it doesn't matter what you can produce if you're doing that to your fellow sentients. Because, you know, he may have considered, well, they're not human. In fact, it was quite interesting. There was during I think Civil War, the comic series. Anyways, the good one. One of the best part of that was the side issues, and one of them was an example that the United States government decided that aliens residing within America were not human, thus did not have human rights. So they shipped them all to this torture camp to try to get as much information about their technology as possible. Several heroes are aliens. So one of them grabbed an alien hero, decided to torture the hell out of him, and his buddies showed up. But that's the situation here. Collars is probably of the opinion, well, they're not human, or even mages aren't really human, so I'm just going to dissect them so that the true humans can benefit from their abilities. This has gone to this day, and excludes sub-races of humanity, so you start desensitizing yourself to this, you become a monster. Problem is, monsters usually come to a really, really, really bad ending. And afterwards, well, virtually every form of belief in afterlife has somebody waiting for that. I mean, if nothing else, the people you've tortured to death will be waiting for you. And you can't die to escape whatever they do. Keep that lovely thought in mind. Anyways, so back to non-reality. Let's see, what the hell do we have going on now? Did I actually... No, don't have regen going on. So we're going to get our 10-minute nap. Then we're going to start all fresh all over again. Well, isn't that awesome? Alright, so... Thoughts. We all have thoughts. Oh, am I get the probate done in time? I don't think so. Oh well. Yeah, we didn't get our nap. Oh, that has happened. Oh. Pomander explains the benefits of transhabitation, that a lantern long can affect the senses and thoughts of those nearby, that they can even enter their spirits. This is what happens, by the way, in the Lantern Apostle run, which we will be coming up to shortly in Cultist Simulator. And that they can employ the senses of those inhabited to experience the scent of blown blossom. Possession. Sometimes this is some traditions have spirits who will possess a willing vessel so they can, you know, smoke a cigar. That's actually Baron Samadai apparently really into when it comes to Vadon. He likes to drink, he likes to smoke, but not having a body makes it harder. So those of his that people who are willing to, you know, give him some time, as it were, with as a vessel. Supposedly, the thing is, if you know Baron Samadai, he's usually good about that, but, you know, he got better after he got married, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, he's married to Brigitte, a.k.a. Saint Bridget, a.k.a. Brigide, of the Irish Tale du Diath, and God help us for my pronunciations. Yeah. Apparently she's a party girl, too. Too new. Anyways, this seems to interest him most. He insists the lantern long should only ever inhabit a mirror of silver, not silvered glass. He declines to explain why. I'd probably think that's the case too. Memory pattern, and boom, there we go. Alright, so at least that will regenerate a bit. And we can put this in down. Oh god. Oh, the mess. The mess. I've spent like half an hour offline just getting these books in shape. Librarian's job is never done. Now, however, we have to decide which of these we're going to save. I don't think we can save pattern, and it's a pretty easy one for me to do anyways, but we do need sky on this one. We're going to lose a couple, but not big. We didn't find the death couch. Sorry about that. Yep, that's what I thought. We went a little too far on the pushing ourselves to get this done, but I desperately wanted... What do we got? Rain. Okay, we can work with that. So next is going to be the basement. Probably not tomorrow, as I've gotten today, because I've gotten so much material here. There we go. But yeah, so that's happened. Now the first thing we're going to do, since this ink proves to be more useful than you think it would be, I'm going to produce another one with this one, but it should be relatively easy. Let's grab... Now I know there has to be... That's Bislost Knot. Okay, so that's not it. Bislost Knot. Okay, we've got to find a way to do this naturally. Burn feathers? Nope. How did you get Incended Harmony anyways? Kind of interesting. Okay, so yeah. But yeah, we can do... So we can... Well, first of all, we can pull this out. Pick anything that would work here. Which one do we... Alright, so yeah, let's grab the weakest twist of a canto, unfortunately. Faust. Why? Why am I doing it this way? Well, first of all, we can grab two tools. Now, if you recall, we've got 2 hourglasses. Now, I could use actually the stone for this instead, because it's the appropriate workbench for it, but unless I really need to burn it off faster than I'm doing right now, it's not really going to be an issue. But yeah, let's get that knocked out. Anyway. This is your Curia Fantastic Rules, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now closed. I hope you enjoyed your stay here, and we'll see you next time and a Book of Hours here in Lovecraft Country. Until then, be well. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.